AT&T Stadium in Houston. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jordan. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Richardson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Fielded just inside the 20. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll have a former Heisman Trophy winner calling the shots, hailing from the island of Oahu in Hawaii, Marcus Mariota.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette.
And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Two 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, Mariota. He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 3rd and 1, here's Mariota. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They go play action. Mariota. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one's pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, Fournette. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. From the gun, Mariota. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
1st and goal from the 3. Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now Richardson to throw on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Shifts by at the 15, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Third and short yardage. Mariota. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Now Mariota on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Throwing on second and long. Mariota. He finds his man, complete. It's Bass. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
To throw is Richardson. Throwing to start the drive. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. On second down, here's Pierce. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Richardson now to throw on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10 at the 43. First and 10, it's Pierce. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
But they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here's Richardson throwing on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Off the play fake. Richardson swings this one out wide for Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here. Richardson on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Mariota now.
Quick throw, finding Mike Evans.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Fournette, a first down carry. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
The offense on 3rd down tonight. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
Jonathan Greener running in to pick up the sack.
If we go back to the last series, remember their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helps contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Richardson.
He's got...
And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. So So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And Brate, the tight end's got it.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mariota on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be incomplete. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Leonard Fournette
ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Zerline now for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And here comes the Texans now.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Now Richardson from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on fourth down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third in the nose of the football, escaping the pressure right.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
They brought in the heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll throw again. Mariota
to Evans on the slant. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mariota on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, throw left side, complete. That's Bass.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Again, it's Mariota.
The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Mariota now to throw on first down.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Dameon Pierce taking the field with the rest of the Texans offense. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
To throw is Richardson. Looking to throw on second down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So here's Greg Zerline now as they'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. D Ford, his second sack of the night. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they did not have quite the same amount of success in the passing game that their counterparts did, as you get a look at the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. And the Bucs ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. On third down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Richardson now to throw on third down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
66 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. To throw is Mariota.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the draw, this is Fournette.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Here's Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards.
And the Bucs go up by 2 touchdowns.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Give left side for Pierce.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right side completes to Mechie.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the gun, Mariota. He finds his man, complete. It's Bass. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Malik Collins able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 4th down.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
Now, I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive to either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And the Texans will take over.
And now out comes Houston.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Pierce will try to pick it up. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
To throw Mariota. And this is incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mariota again. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays. You kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They go play action here on 1st down.
This ball caught by Mechie.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Richardson
to Pierce. They set up the screen. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Pierce takes it straight ahead.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Going for it with Pierce.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Mills. Flushed out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
He wants it all for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. 41 yards.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Dillon. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dillon.
He's got Otten.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
Houston set to take over. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, and their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
Throwing, Mills. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Mills on 1st down.
Well, that's complete to Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The offense on third down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is third down and 12. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
These preseason games are big in the development of rookie receivers, and now their teams want to see if they're going to be truly NFL caliber. So oftentimes, offensive coordinators will call certain plays to see how they react. Give him a big check mark for that one.
They'll try and run forward with Penny, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
He was brought down by Levante David. A pickup of 2. Brings up second.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Third and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Looking to throw his Mills. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Harris Campbell from 4 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. From the 6. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On first down, Dillon, complete right side to Otten. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and 11 now.
Operating from the gun, Dillon. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
I have to tell you, Brandon, I feel like a coach right now because I'm wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when, as an inside linebacker, you're always taught, don't let someone cross your face. If they want to go outside, it's okay. But they make that outside fake, cut back inside, often to great success.
First down, here's White.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
To throw on second down, Dillon. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. That's a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Dillon.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
They'll check this one down to Vaughn.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Looking to throw on second down. Dillon. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you've got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window. And sometimes interceptions result.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another run here with Sanders. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we?
And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now remember now, no overtime here in the preseason, so in a tie game, this ought to be a fight to the finish. They'll start with the option.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer.
Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run with Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll go again with Sanders. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.